I had strongly in mind the idea that I was not going to document this war, though we have very few images of it. I wanted to do a statement on how little we see. So this work is entitled Fait, which in French means done and a fact. I came to Kuwait after the First Gulf War, 6 months after the event. In that summer of '91, I get obsessed by the idea of the traces in the desert, these wounds that we inflict to Earth. I was not so much interested in that conflict, which was for me an oil problem, but through an image I've seen in a magazine of the trenches that I imagine like being wounds in the desert, I really decided to go and do this work. My decision when I arrived in Kuwait was to take aerial view. And though it has been very difficult to find a way to fly over the desert, I also decided that I should walk and take photographs of traces to have a mixture of very near to the ground or very high above the ground. And it's also a way to talk about the fact that we see everything with satellites or all the technical data we have now, and in a way we see nothing. The installation of this work is always installed as a grid. The viewer is, at a certain point, doesn't know if the image is taken from 20 centimeters from the ground or 100 meters above. And that was the point I wanted to work on. The idea to bring this confusion on what we see. Is it big? Is it small? In the artist book that I made with it, I took a text from Clausewitz on war from 19th century, telling us what is war. And at the end, you don't know what is war, except that this is a theater. In the 80s, I started to work already on the aftermath of things. I didn't know then, but then it has been a thread that went through all my work since the 80s.
Why is that?
Why? Ask my shrink.